Hey everybody, Darren Slaughter here from darrenslaughter.com, helping contractors sell more, advertise better, and market to buyers. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to top kill your leaking business. Now, the truth is many contractors' businesses are out there leaking worse than the deep water horizon in the Gulf of Mexico. And you may not necessarily be leaking oil, but maybe you're leaking cash flow or customers or maybe even both. The biggest commodity today any contractor needs to succeed are eyeballs. And eyeballs on your ads, eyeballs on your website, eyeballs on your direct mail pieces. Now, if we break it down into a measurable quantity, and let's call it eyeball units, then you need to look at your business from that perspective. Now, your business is supposed to be a magnet for eyeball units, right? And once eyeball units are being flowed to your business by your marketing, they should funnel through your organization efficiently and not bounce off to your competitors. Meaning, your marketing and sales processes should move prospects through your company's sales funnel. If you don't have one, you need to develop one right away. If your business is leaking eyeball units, then you're wasting your marketing dollars and you're only helping your competition. So our goal is going to be to try to attract as many eyeball units as possible. Keep them engaged and moving through your sales funnel once we've got them. And I'm going to talk a little bit specifically at some point about the leaky points that you may have in your marketing and how you might be able to plug them. So right now, let's talk about marketing and eyeball units. One of the major weaknesses many contractors face takes place before you even get to engage a customer or a prospective customer. A visitor stops by your website, maybe reads your ad in Yellow Pages or direct mail, maybe even stops by your place of business. They say, they turn around the other way and they leave. And this is what you normally would call a bounce. Now, the percentage of overall prospective customers that bounce is what's called your bounce rate. And more times you hear this in being referred to in online marketing, but contractors should pay attention to their offline marketing for bounces as well. Now, online bounce rate is easy to determine. You just look at your website, the statistics, and see how many people leave without performing the action you want. But trying to do it offline is a little bit more complicated, and you really need to make sure you test. And I'll have more on that on another post, but for now, let's see if we can't minimize some of the leaks that we have. Okay? First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a clear byline with your company name. And it's not just enough to have a logo. You really need to have a brandable phrase that clearly tells prospective customers what your business is about. Now, if you read mine is helping contractors sell more, advertise better, and market to buyers. And if you think about it, I'm here to help you sell your product or service. I'm here to help you advertise what you do better than you can or you are today. And I want you to help you market to buyers. And when I say market to buyers, I don't want you doing billboard advertising out on the highway or radio spots or television commercials, because nobody today that I think is reading what I write has the budget to just build brand. You can build brand online. There are other ways you can build brand that I'll go into that are much more cost effective than some of those methods, but you're not going to do it by spending $15,000 a month on a billboard. So the key to that is make sure that you have a clear message in your company name and let people know exactly what it is that you do. Okay? Secondly is you want to simplify your message. In other words, just don't give prospects too many options. When faced with an overwhelming number of options, people will typically just leave or opt to choose none. There's studies on it. Check it out. It seems counterintuitive, but a lot of times many contractors think the marketing is about slamming as much content into an ad or a website as possible. Really, this is where quality trumps quantity when marketing for your contracting business. Another thing is you have to tell your prospects what you want them to do. At the end of your postcard, at the bottom of your website, or anywhere else for that matter, make sure you tell them what it is exactly you want them to do next. Do you want to Do you want them to go to your website? Do you want them to pick up the phone and call you? Do you want them to send you an email, maybe fill out a form and mail it to you? Whatever it is, tell your prospects what your next step is for them. Now, another key point is as a contractor, one of the keys is to step into your prospect's shoes. Now, the underlying message here is the techniques I just talked about really are for you to simply start thinking like the people that buy from you. And as a contractor, it's far too easy for you to maybe have tunnel vision with regard to running your business. After all, it's your pride and joy, and I realize that. You think everybody you advertise to is, well, you think all of your ads are great, right? Let's face it. All of your ads are great, or you wouldn't have approved them, or you wouldn't have done them, and that the people that aren't buying them are crazy. Well, when your prospective customers are coming at you thinking about what they want, that's what you need to address. So in other words, what are they looking for? What are they thinking about when they arrive on your website or at your door? And how do they interact with you? They're questions that you want to ask. Now, when you're marketing to the general public, you always know the pulse of your current and previous customers. If you're not following up and asking if they're satisfied with your work, happy with your service, and thought they maybe paid a fair price, then you have no idea what they're out there telling their friends and family about your business. One of the easiest things you could do is drop a survey or read a response card in the mail a week or two after you've finished the job, and ask them for an honest assessment of what they think the overall work is, and if they're satisfied with it, and if they would refer you to some of their friends or family. So in the end, start thinking like your customer, and you'll do much better at your marketing. Thanks, and I'll be back with a tip soon.